Beneath the soft glow of ancient wisdom, Stoic philosophy has long stood as a guiding light for those in search of peace and serenity amid life's constant changes. In today's fast-paced world filled with pressure and distraction, the ability to let go of what no longer serves us is more important than ever. It helps restore balance and reconnects us with our inner calm. In this video, we'll uncover 9 powerful insights from Stoic philosophy that teach us how to truly let go. These aren't abstract theories. They are practical, human-centered lessons designed to help you face daily challenges with resilience and grace. From embracing change and adversity to tapping into your inner strength and finding peace, each Stoic secret will open a new door to a calmer, more centered life. So let's begin this journey together. Let Stoic philosophy be your companion, helping you release unnecessary burdens and discover true joy and freedom within. As always, I have a small challenge for you. If you're serious about staying calm in every situation and committed to self-growth, watch the video until the end. Then, leave a comment saying, "I accept the challenge," or simply, "Accept the challenge," to begin your practice of perseverance. Now, let's dive into the first part of today's video. Lesson 1. Art of Perception and the Power Within. In this world full of turmoil and pressure, the art of perception becomes a compass guiding us to inner serenity. The philosopher Epictetus once said, "People are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them." This means that all our emotions and reactions stem from how we perceive events, not the events themselves. Perception is not just about observing the world around us, but also about self-awareness, recognizing our values and goals. Ask yourself, what is truly important to you? Are the current worries and fears worth losing your inner peace over? When you begin to perceive clearly, you will discover a hidden strength, an inexhaustible source of energy from within, helping you overcome all difficulties. To understand better, let's consider the story of Viktor Frankl, an Austrian psychologist who survived the Holocaust. During his imprisonment, he realized that although everything around him was controlled by others, his thoughts and reactions were not. Frankl found inner strength by changing his perception of the harsh circumstances, viewing them as a challenge to maintain compassion and the will to live. This is similar to the teachings of Jesus in the Bible. The kingdom of God is within you. Our inner strength is the presence of God, which includes not only perseverance, but also patience, compassion, and love. Remember that Jesus also faced numerous difficulties and challenges, yet he always maintained faith, patience, and compassion. He taught us that true strength does not lie in power or material possessions, but in inner peace and unconditional love. Have you ever wondered how to awaken that inner strength? Start by listening to yourself, accepting things that cannot be changed, and cherishing your core values. Let the teachings of Stoic philosophers and Jesus guide you on the path to seeking peace and true strength. When you realize this, you will see that all difficulties are temporary and you can overcome them with the strength of your soul. Lesson 2. Embracing rationality in the face of emotion. Have you ever wondered why we often feel anxious and miserable when we let emotions dictate our lives? In Stoic philosophy, embracing reason over emotion is considered the key to achieving inner peace. When reason guides us, we are not swept away by emotional storms, but instead we find tranquility and the ability to face any challenge. Imagine you are facing a challenging situation, such as losing a job or a broken relationship. The natural emotions would be sadness, anger, or disappointment. In those moments, your heart feels like it is being crushed by intense emotions. However, if you let emotions control you, you will easily fall into a spiral of negativity and lose clarity. On the contrary, when you choose to embrace reason, you pause, reflect, and realize that every difficulty brings an opportunity to learn and grow. Jesus also taught, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself." Each day has enough trouble of its own. This teaching acts like a refreshing breeze for the soul, reminding us to focus on the present and not let worries about the future dominate us. Reason helps us concentrate on what we can control and leave what is beyond our reach to God. Think about work pressures. When criticized, the initial emotions might be hurt or anger. But if you apply reason, you will realize that criticism can be a gift to help you improve yourself. You might ask yourself, is there any truth in this criticism? What can I learn from it? By asking such questions, you not only overcome negative emotions, but also grow and improve yourself. Ask yourself, in difficult situations, have I ever let emotions overshadow reason? What can I do to change my response next time? By practicing embracing reason over emotion, you will not only become stronger, but also achieve inner peace, as advised by Stoic philosophers and Jesus. Have you ever wondered why many people feel peace and happiness even when facing difficulties and challenges in life? The answer lies in the virtue of acceptance, one of the core values of Stoic philosophy. Acceptance does not mean surrender or giving up, but understanding and accepting reality as it is, and then finding a way to respond calmly and effectively. Lesson 3: Virtue of acceptance. Acceptance does not mean abandoning emotions, but understanding them and not letting them control us. Jesus also taught, "My Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me. Yet not as I will, but as you will." This prayer demonstrates acceptance and absolute trust in God's plan, even when it involves great suffering. Have you ever felt angry or frustrated by things beyond your control? If so, ask yourself, does reacting negatively help change the situation, or does it only increase your dissatisfaction? Think about a situation at work when a project you invested a lot of effort into was cancelled. The initial reaction might be disappointment and anger. But from the perspective of acceptance, you will see that every failure brings valuable lessons. You might ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience? How can I improve in the future? Acceptance also helps us face daily difficulties with calmness and resilience. When practicing the virtue of acceptance, we learn not to let negative things dominate our souls. Instead, we become stronger, able to control our emotions and act wisely. In summary, by accepting what cannot be changed and focusing on what we can control, we will find true peace and happiness as taught by Stoic philosophers and Jesus. We are curious to know, how can you practice the virtue of acceptance in your daily life? How can you turn challenges into opportunities for growth and learning? Join the conversation in our comment section. Your story will be a source of inspiration and reflection for us to ponder and learn from. Lesson 4: Facing adversity. When facing adversity, we often feel loss, pain, and despair. But it is in these moments that we have the opportunity to discover our inner strength. Remember the story of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who faced countless challenges throughout his life. Instead of being overwhelmed, he chose to face every challenge with calmness and reason, and this made him great. Jesus also faced numerous adversities, from betrayal by close friends to suffering on the cross. However, he always maintained faith and love, turning hardships into opportunities to spread the message of forgiveness and compassion. His teaching, "Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you," exemplifies facing adversity with love and patience. Have you ever experienced a major challenge in your life and felt that you couldn't overcome it? Ask yourself, How can you view adversity as an opportunity to grow? How can you learn and develop from these difficulties? Stoic philosophy teaches us that adversity is an inevitable part of life. Instead of avoiding or fearing it, we should face it with patience and courage. When we accept adversity and confront it with reason and courage, we not only become stronger, but also find peace and confidence within ourselves. Let the philosophies of Stoicism and the example of Jesus guide us through challenges, helping us rise and live a more fulfilling life. When you face adversity, remember that it is not the end, but the beginning of a new journey. By maintaining reason and faith, you will not only overcome adversity, but also grow and become stronger. Lesson 5. Cultivating virtue in daily life. Have you ever wondered how we can live a meaningful and noble life in every moment of our daily lives? Stoic philosophy points out that cultivating virtue is the path to serenity and happiness. Virtue is not only in grand actions, but also in small, meaningful deeds in everyday life. Consider our daily lives, where we constantly face challenges and temptations. It could be the temptation to lie for personal gain, or the anger when treated unfairly. In such moments, virtue is the guiding torch, helping us act rightly. Maintaining virtue by not retaliating, staying honest, and working diligently will earn you the respect of others and yourself. You can ask yourself, in this situation, am I acting virtuously? What can I do to uphold my virtue? Cultivating virtue is not a one-time action, but a continuous process every day. This requires perseverance, self-discipline, and determination. You can start with small daily actions, such as helping others, keeping promises, and treating everyone fairly. When you face difficulties, remember that each challenge is an opportunity to cultivate virtue. You might ask, how have I practiced virtue today? What have I learned from the challenges I faced? As Jesus taught, do to others as you would have them do to you. Living virtuously not only makes you better, but also creates a positive and harmonious environment around you. Cultivating virtue in daily life is a journey, a continuous commitment, but this commitment brings you peace, confidence, and respect from others, helping you live a meaningful and happy life. We have reached halfway through today's lesson. Your participation is a great encouragement for us to bring the true values of Stoic philosophy to more people. So please like and share this video to share these lessons with your loved ones and friends. Or leave a comment saying, I appreciate my life, if you are ready for the journey with the next 5 lessons. Lesson 6. Letting go. Have you ever felt that the burden of the past and the worries about the future weigh heavily on your shoulders, making it difficult for you to find peace in the present? Stoic philosophy teaches us the art of letting go, an important aspect that helps free the mind from unnecessary burdens. Letting go does not mean being indifferent or neglectful, but rather accepting reality and freeing oneself from obsessions over things beyond control. Every day we face countless things we cannot control, from the weather to the reactions of others. Think about the last time you felt dissatisfaction or disappointment because something did not go as expected. Surely that feeling made you feel helpless and discouraged. However, if you choose to let go of unrealistic expectations and accept the present as it is, you will feel much lighter. Jesus also taught us about compassion and forgiveness, essential elements for letting go. He advised, forgive and you will be forgiven. Forgiveness is not only an act towards others, but also a gift to oneself. When we forgive, we let go of negative emotions, opening our hearts to peace and love. Ask yourself, when was the last time you let go of a worry or a grudge? How did you feel afterward? If you can learn to let go of the burdens in daily life, wouldn't you feel happier and more at peace? A concrete example of letting go can be seen in the story of Seneca, another Stoic philosopher. When he was exiled from Rome, instead of sinking into resentment and despair, he chose to let go of negative emotions and found peace in spiritual freedom. Letting go is a continuous journey requiring daily practice. By viewing everything through the lens of reason, forgiving ourselves and others, and accepting things that cannot be changed, we will find freedom and peace in our souls. Start today, take small steps, and feel the lightness as you learn to let go. Lesson 7. Navigating grief. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. Have you ever wondered how to overcome pain, whether physical or emotional, while maintaining inner peace? In Stoic philosophy, overcoming pain is not about avoiding or denying it, but facing and accepting it calmly. Think about a time you had to face pain. Did you choose to avoid it, feeling heavier and more exhausted? Or did you face it, accepting it as part of life? Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, taught us that obstacles we encounter on the path of life, if viewed correctly, can be opportunities to grow and become stronger. Pain, when faced with patience and reason, can become a driving force that propels us further. Jesus, in his final moments on the cross, endured immense pain to redeem humanity. In his most painful moments, he prayed, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." Jesus' sacrifice and forgiveness are a vivid testament to the power of love and patience in overcoming pain. He teaches us that through love and compassion, we can overcome all suffering and find peace. Lesson 8. Virtue of Temperance. Moderation is not just about controlling desires, but also the art of adjusting every aspect of life to maintain balance. Think about the times you've overindulged in food, worked non-stop, or immersed yourself in short-term pleasures. These actions, while providing temporary comfort, cause long-term imbalance and weaken the spirit. Jesus also taught about the importance of moderation and self-control. He reminded us, "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God." This profound advice emphasizes living not only based on physical needs, but also on nourishing the spirit. Ask yourself, when have you truly applied moderation in your life, and what were the results? If you can maintain moderation in all aspects, will you find deeper happiness and peace? A prime example of the virtue of moderation can be seen in the life of Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher. Despite living in wealth, Seneca chose a simple lifestyle, avoiding extravagance and frivolity. Moderation helped Seneca find true freedom and happiness. Practicing moderation not only protects our health and spirit, but also builds a resilient and serene soul. Start with small actions, such as eating moderately, working with a plan, and taking time to nourish the soul. You will feel positive changes and find peace in life. In the process of exploring the deep wisdom of Stoicism, I am very impressed with a quote by Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. This quote leads us to a core practice of Stoicism, which is also the 9th key to becoming exceptionally wise. Lesson 9. Stoic Embrace of Change. Change can come in many forms: a new job, the end of a relationship, or even the loss of a loved one. Each change brings with it challenges and opportunities, and how we face these changes will determine the quality of our lives. Think about the times you have faced major changes in your life. How did you feel? Did anxiety and fear hold you back? Or did you find ways to adapt and grow from those experiences? For example, when you move to a new place, the initial feeling may be one of insecurity and anxiety. However, it is also an opportunity to explore a new environment, make new friends, and develop life skills that you did not have before. Or when you start a new job, you may feel pressure and stress. But at the same time, it is an opportunity to learn, challenge yourself, and advance in your career. Jesus also taught us about embracing and adapting to change. In John 16:33, he said, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." This teaching encourages us to face difficulties and changes with courage and faith, knowing that we can overcome any challenge if we remain steadfast and believe. Another concrete example in daily life is the loss of an important relationship. For many, the end of a relationship can be a major shock, causing feelings of pain and loss. However, this is also a time to reflect on oneself, learn to love and take care of oneself, and open up new opportunities for the future. We can find joy and peace in new relationships by focusing on personal growth and living a more meaningful life. Born into slavery, Epictetus faced many difficulties and changes in his life. Instead of being defeated, he learned to accept and overcome all challenges. By changing his perspective and response, Epictetus found inner peace and strength. So, are you ready to embrace change with courage and faith? If you are ready, leave a comment saying, "Embrace change," to show your determination to change. And let's discuss how we can apply Stoic philosophy to build a better life. Remember, change is an inevitable part of life. By embracing and adapting to it, we not only grow ourselves, but also find inner peace. We have journeyed together through exploring 9 secrets from Stoic philosophy to learn how to let go, a journey full of emotions and depth. These lessons not only help us understand ourselves better, but also open the path to a peaceful and fulfilling life. Letting go does not mean giving up, but knowing to accept and live harmoniously with what cannot be changed. Imagine your soul being light, no longer burdened by the past or anxious about the future, just peace in every present moment. Remember, we cannot control what happens around us, but we can control how we react to them. Are you ready to apply these lessons to your daily life? Start with the smallest things, train your mind, and accept and let go of what is not yours. Let Stoic philosophy be the lighthouse guiding you through life's storms, so you can finally find the harbor of peace and happiness. Thank you for accompanying us on this journey. May you always find peace and joy in every moment. If you liked the video, please comment 1 to let us know, and if you didn't, comment 0, so we can promptly improve the content to make it better and higher quality. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to spread this philosophy to more people. Stay tuned for more Stoic lessons displayed at the end of this video. Together, we can make the world a better place.